Hello, you awesome killer people. If you're spending a lot of time interacting with some sort of terminal or a command line, I think it should look cool. And today I'm going to show you how to give your terminal a complete makeover, not just visually but also functionally. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace our default shell with ZShell. So let's just install ZShell first. Also make sure you have git installed first. So let's install ZShell first. Sudo apt install ZSH. Type in your password. Oops, typed it wrong. Okay, press Y, and this should install ZShell on your OS. So let's just check the version. Let's just make sure it got installed, so we can see the version of ZShell as 5.8. Next thing to do is install the framework oh-my-zsh. So let's just go to the GitHub repository. Go to the second link where the GitHub repository is, and so where it says basic installation, just copy this command. So this is basically using curl to install the ZShell on your computer, and paste it. So this will clone the repo and to run the shell script. So it's asking you to change your default shell to ZShell. So press Y, provide your password, and that's it. Now this comes with a lot of plugins, themes, and customization and an extensibility option with it. So first thing it comes with pre-packaged is the Git plugin. So let me just give you an example. So as you can see, I am inside a Git repository and it is showing which branch I am in, and as you make changes, this prompt also gets changed. So let's just install another plugin which improves the visual of the terminal. So let's install sudo apt install fonts dash powerline. Oops, I mistakenly spelled powerline incorrect. Right, now let's change the theme. Let's open up the ZShell RC and see what we have. So this is the theme. You can define your theme here. So let's change the theme. Let's hit save, Ctrl X, Y. Now let's install a couple of plugins. So one thing I'd like ZShell to have is syntax highlighting. Now suppose you type pwd and you don't know, like it doesn't have syntax highlighting on. So ZShell has a plugin called ZShell syntax highlighting. So let's just install that. So let's go to our plugins folder, which is located at, so this is the plugins folder under oh-my-zsh custom /plugins. So you can clone any plugin repo here, and then you can update the ZShell RC file for the plugin to take effect. So let's just clone the syntax highlighting plugin. So it got cloned. Now let's do ls. So this is the plugin we want to, this is the folder name, and we want to include this name in the plugin in the RC file. So let's go to ZShell RC file. Shit, I have to open it in text editor. So let's just do nano.zshrc and right to where the plugins are listed. So let's just include the plugin here. So as you can see, Git is already there. Let's just include syntax highlighting and let's source the RC file again. Now if you do any command, then as you can see, syntax highlighting is on, right? So this comes in really handy when you are typing commands and you want to have syntax highlighting on in default in the shell itself. Another cool thing ZShell comes with is command history. So you can cycle through commands using up arrow keys as usual, but what we can also do is, if you type the last command and you cycle through it, you can get much verbose command history like this. So this is also a cool feature of ZShell. Another thing ZShell comes with is auto completion, which is a much advanced version of the tab completion. So if you suppose I go back and if I do tab cd tab, so you can get much verbose tab completion, and you can keep tabbing to select the folder or autocomplete. So this is also a nice feature that comes in really handy when you are navigating file structure. So another plugin that is really handy in ZShell is the Git plugin, which has bunch of new aliases that it comes with. So let's just go to a Git repository, and so instead of doing git branch, if you do just gb, then it shows all the branches. You can do gco to git checkout, and good thing is that we have the syntax highlighting on, so we know that this is a valid command. You can do gl to git pull, you can do gp to git push, you can do gst for git status, you can do glg. So this shows the git log like this. So this is the git log -- stat alias. You can even go even more verbose with the git log. You can do glgg and it shows like this, the git log, which is very handy. You can also do glgga, which is my favorite. You can also do one line git log with all the decorations, so you can do glog. I'm sorry, you can do glo, you can do glola. So there are a bunch of git aliases it comes with, which come very handy especially with logging the git commits and pulling your usual git flow stuff. So it comes very handy with that, and coupled with that the syntax highlighting and your history, your terminal workflow becomes much more smoother and faster experience. So this is ZShell. You can replace your default bash shell with this, and you can have a much better experience of interacting with your CLI. And it comes with bunch of more plugins, themes and everything. You can go to their GitHub repo and you can check out the readme file. You can go to the plugins folder and you can check out all the plugins that it comes with. So there are a bunch of plugins which extends the feature of the shell. There are a bunch of plugins, themes also, which gives your shell a new look. So ZShell comes with a lot of plugins and themes which makes our lives better, and you can customize the whole CLI experience with adding new plugins and themes and customizing the whole configuration file using ZShell RC file, and you can clone the plugins and themes and you can customize the repository yourself. So the possibilities are endless, and also it looks a lot cooler than your default shell. So yeah, this is a quick upgrade to your terminal or CLI. Okay, see ya.